these are young, tough Cabernets. This is kind of, in a way it's a tough tasting because, you know, these are really young wines and they've got years to go. On the other hand, there are Napa wines, and Napa, even in the mountain regions, is kind of lush and has that voluptuousness that comes through underneath. And we're going to Spring Mountain now. Beringer's Marston Vineyard Spring Mountain Cabernet Sauvignon. Particularly, 2002 is a very warm year with a lot of lushness to it, and you're going to find that in this wine. And it's interesting because Marston Vineyard tends to produce extremely tannic, tough wines, and I think 2002 did a great balancing act with that toughness. You're tasting some of that in the Spring Mountain because you're tasting a lot of black cherry in Spring Mountain, but this is a very ripe black cherry. It doesn't go as far as to become cherry jam or cherry preserves, but it definitely shows that ripeness. And I think also typically in Spring Mountain, in a less sort of warm year than 2002, those tannins would be you would perceive them much quicker. They wouldn't sort of come in the finish so much as come in straight up the middle. I've got this Ringer wine here that I threw in, and I wanted people to taste it because I was curious to know whether people thought it was a mountain Cabernet or not. It's 1999 Schafer Hillside Select, which Doug Schafer was kind enough to supply for this tasting. It's not a mountain AVA, it's in Stag's Leap. However, its Vingeland area and the Hillside Select Vineyard is at about 400 feet, which is kind of just where mountain appellations begin. If you talk to Doug Schafer, he'll tell you that it is de facto a mountain wine because it's on a steep slope, it's very shallow soils, no water retention, the vines struggle, you know, and it's got sort of mountain exposure. At the same time, it's not technically a mountain wine. It is an extremely good Napa Valley Cabernet. And it'll cost you about $400 these days. So you know, if you were spitting, you can stop spitting now. The truth is that, you know, mountain appellations do have they do kind of impart a distinctive structure and character to the wine, but at the same time, the individual vineyard, the individual winemaker, the conditions of the year play an enormous role in defining what the wine is going to taste like. So you can get a wine like the Schafer that, seen through one lens, you could consider it a mountain Cabernet. Seen through another lens, you could consider it not.